Dallas Cowboys on the road at the Philadelphia Eagles. This is 7.5 in favor of Philly, it looks like out here. But the news coming through, it is very, very likely that this is going to not have Jalen Hurts out there. That is what we're getting from the coaching staff as they took the podium today as well. So gonna be interesting as a full touchdown favorite. That said, Dallas has shut down CeeDee Lamb for the season. So their only real weapon, I guess Rico Dowdle's been okay for them, but basically their only weapon is not going to be out there for this one, Mo. Sorry, fantasy championship players out there. This guy, me. And
don't say sorry to me. I'm facing Lamb in 3 finals.
See, that's amazing. See, I have him in my big money league, and I was like, cool. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not Dallas shouldn't play him. They're out of the playoffs, and he's been playing with an injury all year. But yeah, that's super great. What do you think here about Philly with no Hurts and kind of their situation seemingly painted out for them as well?
Yeah, let me just say, when I saw that Circa was hanging 9.5 in their contest, I thought that was bananas.
Yeah.
I still think it's bananas. Everyone is going to have Dallas. I think rightfully so. I'm wondering if honestly 7 is too high. I mean, Kenny Pickett. The thing is, not only was Kenny Pickett not very good, but I don't even think he's 100%. I know they're listing him as a full participant, but it did not even sound like it was certain early in the week that he would go. So I don't think he's 100%. And Kenny Pickett at 100% is not very exciting. Kenny Pickett at less than 100%, I get nervous. I don't understand how really they should be laying more than a touchdown. That being said, the market's moving very strongly that way. So it's getting to the point where I don't know if any value is really left. I mean, I had 5.5 as my fare here, so maybe I should just play 7. But I'm concerned about Lamb, obviously, and I can't get out of my head the way this Dallas offense looked the first time they played the Eagles. That was incredibly awful. I think I played Dallas in that game, and basically Cooper Rush didn't throw anything past the line of scrimmage. But he's been playing so much better the last month or so. They have been getting Dowdle going. The defense is much healthier than it was then. I just am concerned that they can't move the ball in this game against a very good defense, which is what I witnessed with my own 2 eyes last time these teams played. But at the same time, I mean, the total is like 38.5. I mean, I don't know how you cover these numbers pounding the rock like that. I know Saquon, out of all running backs, can rip off more long runs, but
did you look at
that's still a tough way to do it.
Do you see what his prop number is? What do you guess his prop number is?
116.5.
111.5. Yeah. I mean, they are not messing around. So there's 2 things going on here. A terrible, terrible, terrible run defense. And then they're also factoring in, I mean, he can break Eric Dickerson's record, right? And I don't know. I want to get into this conversation because there's going to be a lot of people who are playing narratives over the next couple of weeks, Mo. But some of the stuff I don't think is at all. I mean, everyone talks about they're these incentives and he's got to get 9 catches to get an extra 50K. And it's dude, I get it. It's 50K and 50K is 50K, but they're not force feeding a dude for 50K and all stuff. But I very rarely buy into these narrative things unless it's to set the all-time record in the NFL. That's a pretty big deal, right? And so it would not surprise me for them to give Saquon an incredible amount of volume in this game. I mean, to see if he can get close at least and see if there's any chance for him to get there in week 18. I don't know if 111 is enough. I mean, I know that's crazy to say, but I don't know if 111 is enough.
Well, one thing I feel like we can say pretty confidently is, I mean, Mike Zimmer's an old school defensive coordinator. I think he's going to flood the box. So I think if Saquon is able to break into the second level, he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
I just think there's going to be a lot of very short runs, and there could be some very long runs in there as well, because if there's missed assignments, missed run fits, and he breaks away, I don't think there's going to be a lot of DBs that are very far back from the line in this game. I would anticipate they're just going to challenge an injured Kenny Pickett to beat them. So, yeah, I just given the total, I'm having a tough time laying off the Cowboys here, but I am a bit nervous about it.
The only bet I came close to making, and I still might, is so Saquon attempts is market low at 21.5. He's only got to get 22 attempts in this game. Like I said, I think they at least see if he can get close to the record in this game. And if he can't, then he can't. And maybe they just don't try all that hard in week 18. But I think they at least give him the opportunity. I mean, this is like a very rare circumstance that you can set an all-time record for the NFL, right? I mean, that is these are one of the few circumstances in which I actually kind of buy into narratives and stuff like that. And so 21.5, I think, might be in the account for an over on attempts at least. I guess I can't really, efficiency is something I can't necessarily guess, but I can certainly say they'll give him the opportunity. And so 22 rush attempts for Saquon. I mean, he gets out on a normal week anyway, right? Now, if there is any motivation to try to get him to this number, I think that could be something pretty interesting there with that one.